Hello and welcome to The German Guy Reviews. I'm The German Guy. In 1999, German comedian Tom Gerhardt was playing Janitor Krause in the TV series of the same name. The show was the German version of Married with Children, a below-middle-class family that was not quite fitting the social norms. That is, only the teenage children were little punks. The father, on the other hand, was too pro-system. Let me put it this way. If you are not familiar with the Stanford experiment that was conducted decades ago, I give you a quick summary. A professor wanted to research human behavior under the conditions of a prison. The experiment had to be ended because the chosen guards were starting to actually torturing their inmates. While the whole project is viewed today very controversially, the professor's violation of scientific ethics and general bogus methods for instance, the basic findings are still very valid. Give a certain person who is equipped with enough asshole genes and characteristics a uniform and you got yourself a monster. This is where Herr Krause comes in. While he is not torturing the tenants in his flat that he is cleaning, that would be a very strange comedy series indeed, and actually even further proof that we have fully arrived in dystopia. He is still a little tyrant who deludes himself into thinking he is the ruler of his own little kingdom. Don't bring out the trash on time? Expect an angry letter. Your bicycle is not in the garage but outside. He will kick your fucking door down. Be gay or have any other unique thing going for yourself. You are the cause of the downfall of Western civilization. So basically you are watching a frustrated conservative ass twat fighting his losing battle against progress. And he is also a member of this very weird fan club for dachshund owners. That's not really a fan club but more a paramilitary organization with fascistic undertones.
Alles für den Dackel, alles für den Kopf, unser Leben für den Hund.
Yeah, it's pretty much the definition of pathetic. And I make YouTube videos. But everything has its origin, which brings me to the review of the day. The movie Completely Normal. First thing that immediately gets obvious, the movie is different from the show insofar that Tom Gerhardt plays both the father and the son, while in the show the son is played by Axel Stein, who later went on to make his own comedy series. Another difference is that the focus of the movie is on the son character instead of the father. Also, both his daughter and wife are different, but there is pretty much zero focus on them. The movie starts with the birth of the son. And none of the nurses or doctors is wearing any hairnets. And because I used the word conservatism before, the YouTube algorithm is going to recommend this video to some, meaning that someone like Steven Crowder is going to see it, which he then will use as evidence against universal healthcare in one of his common sense debunked videos. We learn right away about the son's main attribute. He is a fucking born moron. We meet him again at a VHS store where he is genuinely irritating. When he discovers that an actress of body liquids is coming to town, he drives home ignoring all traffic laws. Someone should really tell him that there is no prize money for the Darwin Award. Our boy named Tommy, almost shooting his load into his pants, meets up with his best friend Mario, who is Italian. And you will know that he is Italian because his entire character is being Italian. Hey, scusi, make it a pizza for the mama. Come into this country to flee from the mafia. The boyfriend of Tommy's sister comes for a visit, who is an investment shark, telling them they need to give him all their money.
So it's good to see you again, George. You're under arrest. You gotta be
You gotta be joking me. Kidding me now? Hey, get the fuck away from me. Turn that camera off. I'm fucking shooting a fucking infomercial here, you fucking cocksucker.
So anyway, Tommy and his best friend go and watch some porn together. At full volume. In his parents' garage. With open doors. Having done that, they decide to go to the party of his sister's boyfriend, but they get distracted by some cars and then decide to be pervs. They get discovered and quickly run away. Next scene, please. Tommy's father... Oh god, what is up with the cinematography? 90% of the bodies are missing half the time. Just zoom out of there a little, or take the whole camera and make a few steps back. Why do we need to see the ceiling? Herr Krause wants to organize a party for one of the higher ups in their club, believing that will make their local members look good. If by looking good you mean appearing like desperate men who do anything to get away from their wives, then yeah, you will look good indeed. Shortly later, the two expert idiots arrive at the party, and it's hilarious because they are like all intellectuals and snobs, and they are from a lower rank of the hierarchy, so they ignore all the social norms. Also, there's another woman we met earlier who is charmed by Tommy's unfiltered being because of its rawness. This is something so many movies get wrong. It does make sense that an honest spirit like, say, Yasmin doesn't care for any of the phony fake princes and other royalty she meets, and falls in love with Aladdin because he is a what you see is what you get person. Because that's real. He is not pretending. But there's a difference between being real and being a completely and total embarrassing behavior nightmare straight from a backwater trailer park where instead of water, Mountain Dew comes out of the pipes. Mario and Tommy harass some woman. Like textbook definition harassment. At least other films make it so that a situation like that would be a huge misunderstanding or the result of wacky circumstances. But nope. These guys straight up walk up to a woman and look at her underwear. It's kind of impressive, to be honest. It's like they want to start a movement or something. I am here, I am a sexual predator, and I am okay with that. This will definitely be taken out of context. Tommy then gets up on stage and burps a song, because he is drunk. Even though the total amount of time they have been at the party is less than 5 minutes. Or this is just Tommy's default position. Finally they get thrown out, and thankfully this was before the establishing of the internet, because these two assholes are the type of people who will later make themselves the victims online. Because it is impossible for them to leave like normal people, however, Tommy starts to vomit all over the house. I spare you with that footage. The guy Mario and Tommy were spying on while he was having sex in an earlier scene was searching for them all over town and wants to knock out some teeth, but they are already gone and we cut away before we can see how that turns out. We meet a woman from the party again named Gabi, who encounters the creepiest creep that has ever creeped and who is creeping all over the place. So why is that not adorable and charming for her? Please someone explain this. Tommy, Mario and their new friend go to some place to eat something. Not an Italian restaurant, but a porn cinema. Do they have a delivery service? They run into the muscle guy again, who wants a piece of his car back that they took with them when they were running away. The trio then spends the rest of the evening looking at the stars.
Beautiful, aren't they?
What?
The stars. We never just look anymore.
At work, Mario and Tommy ruin a nice car and commit crimes against dogkind. It has nothing to do with anything, nobody asked for it, and still it's here. Kind of like the movie as a whole. Tommy brings the car piece he stole back, but the jock is not satisfied yet, and demands a whole beer crate. As was to be expected, Tommy is not the kind of person who has money. Like, ever. So he asks his dad, but he declines. So he searches the house and finds thousands of our beloved but long gone currency, the mark. Fucking European Union. What has it ever done for us? Except the longest period of peace in recorded human history. But the thing is, it's money his father got from the finance guy and was meant for the party he was organizing. We get a quick cameo by the famous band Die Toten Hosen, or Dead Pants, and we see him drive around the whole city, but a particular brand of cologne beer he needs is sold out. Well, I think the only chance you now got is to take toilet water and hope that nobody notices the difference, which there's a good chance with cologne beer. Might as well take American piss water. He goes to a Greek restaurant that bought the last beer. The guy inside wants to play a game for it. However, he cheats him out of all his money. Desperate, Tommy bets his bike and tricks him the second time. Meanwhile, puppy janitor Krause realizes that his money is gone, which ruins his party and his chance to impress his club. The guy who looks like every rapist on every wanted poster publicly relieves himself, and then that scene goes away. Do you ever look at your screen and ask yourself, what is real and what is dream? The show where the porn star is that the guys want to see is about to start. But because they are incomprehensible idiots, they did not see that the tickets for the show were part of a raffle they had to win first a week ago. Dumb people do as dumb people do, and the two anti-gentlemen are frustrated and show this by throwing a dog turd at the entrance guy, but it lands in the face of a certain someone that they had preferred to never see again. They go into hiding, and as good luck would have it, they are backstage of the show, and so they get to see what they came for. Huge, gigantic melons. The financial parasite in the meantime gets his comeuppance. Gabi puts Tabasco sauce in his condom. Afterwards, she and her boys meet up at a club where they steal a car, but not before they take off the wheels of the douchebags. Because the two best friends have some intelligence left, they realize they need to get out of the city, away from the gorilla who will use their skulls as decoration for his automobile. But asking an idiot to change his nature is like asking a tree to grow leaves in winter, and so they piss off some guys, which Mario informs Tommy are all mafia. I was joking when I said that he fled Italy, but the fact that he knows mafia gangsters by face makes me want to know his backstory. I'm joking about that too, please don't make a prequel. And so the movie ends with our two heroes on a boat, ready for all new adventures in a sequel. This film is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. I could literally feel the cancer spreading while watching. You all saw what I saw, so I don't have to explain, do I? Oh well, the movie is obviously of the same brand of humor as Dumb and Dumber. The difference being that the guys in that movie were likable to some extent. This is the sort of movie where you don't turn off your head. No, you have to drill a hole in it. I can tell you that in the entire film I smiled, just smiled, only once. But while writing this, I had to think for almost a whole minute about what that even was. So it's not even that memorable. The TV show Tom Gerhardt would later play in would be much better, with far better jokes. This was more a throw something against the wall and see what sticks experiment. And it failed miserably. This was bad. This was so very, very bad. In a I need to burn my clothes and my computer for allowing this movie to play on it way. Next time we will find out what these escaped mental patients are up to next. The German Guy out and auf Wiedersehen.